Hello guys, today we are going to describe certain terminologies which are very important in order to understand trade and commerce and more importantly the economic development of a country. So we will describe trade, commerce, foreign exchange and balance of trade and balance of payment. The first term is trade. And the trade is the transfer of goods or services from one person or entity to another, often in exchange for money. It means the trade is the buying and selling of goods. If you are purchasing a good from somebody and selling that good to another body, it means you are doing trade. And for buying and selling, you are using money as a medium of exchange. If you are purchasing from somebody, you are paying money to him. And if you are selling that good or service to another body, you are taking money from him. And it means that you are using money as a source for purchasing and selling of goods. So money is used as a medium of exchange, and trade is the buying and selling of goods. The next term is commerce. Commerce is also buying and selling of goods, but commerce is buying and selling of goods especially on large scale. And commerce and trade are not same. Commerce and trade are two different terminologies, although both means buying and selling of goods, because commerce is a relatively a wider term as compared to trade. Because in commerce number of other things are also included, that is warehousing, financing, banking, which are complements for completing trade, are also included in commerce. So commerce is a wider term and trade is a smaller term. Trade is just buying and selling of goods, while commerce is buying and selling of goods on large scale and doing other complements which are important to complete trade. The next term is foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is the conversion of currency of one country into another. That is, if you are converting Pakistani rupee into dollar, that is the foreign exchange. And the rate at which the currency of one country is converted into another country and another country's currency is called foreign exchange rate. So foreign exchange is converted on foreign exchange rate. The next term is balance of payment. Balance of payment is the statement of all transactions made between one country and the rest of the world. You know that each country is doing trade with other countries, and each country is paying to other countries and taking resources from other countries. And all this is recorded in accounts. And the record of all these transactions is called balance of payment. That is, the balance of payment is the record of total receipts and total payments of a country. And the next term is the balance of trade. Balance of trade is actually a component of balance of payment. Balance of payment is a wider account, and the balance of trade is a component of that. I'm sorry guys. And the balance of trade is a component of balance of payment. In balance of trade, usually the country's imports and exports are recorded. So balance of trade is the difference in value of a country's exports and imports. That is, if a country is exporting goods worth 100 rupees and importing goods worth 80 rupees, then the balance of trade will be 20. That's the difference between exports and imports. So these are some few important terminologies which are very important to understand in order to understand trade and commerce of a country. That is trade, commerce, foreign exchange, balance of payment and balance of trade. Now next is the importance of trade and commerce activities for economic development of a country. Trade and commerce activities are vital for economic development. First, how many of you know what's economic development? Economic development is the structural change in economy of a country. You don't have to mix this term with economic growth. Economic growth simply means increase in income, while economic development is the structural change in economy. So Today we will try to understand how trade and commerce activities are important in economic development of a country. First, trade and commerce are helpful for economic development because they create employment opportunities. Next is trade reduce poverty. Since it create employment opportunities, so it reduce poverty. Next is it increase economic growth. Because of trade and commerce, the income of the people increase. That is the economic growth, and it helps in economic development. And next is the exploration of natural resources. Natural resources could be explored by trade and commerce activities. And availability of variety of goods. Because of trade and commerce, we are having a wide variety of goods that are available in market. It's all is possible because of trade and commerce. So trade and commerce are vital for economic development because they create employment opportunities, they reduce poverty, and they increase economic growth, and they help for in exploration of natural resources which could be used to make further goods. And because of trade and commerce, a variety of goods are available. So in this way, trade and commerce play a vital role in economic development of a country. Now your home task, guys, today you are having two questions. First question is to differentiate between trade and commerce. That is, what is the difference between trade and commerce? And another is, what's the difference between balance of trade and balance of payment? And this is a simple knowledge based question. Next is an understanding based question. That is, Mr. X is running a small firm in Gilgit. Mr. X is somebody, he is running a firm in Gilgit. He is producing something that we are not concerned. And he purchases raw material for his firm for his firm from China and selling the finished goods to UAE. That's, he is doing imports as well as exports. Now his transactions will be recorded in balance of trade or balance of payment, or in both. You have to justify your answer with proof or with reasons. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.